Hello, Leo. Okay, so funny story, but not so funny. I did this bomb reading for you guys yesterday, uploaded it and everything, and I just today realized that there was no sound to it. Um, Interestingly enough, there were three views on it, and no one ever said that there was no sound. But anyway, I am redoing it tonight, and let's see. So, if I remember what the general message was for that reading was do the work. Like you guys are kind of in a situation where you've isolated yourself. Now right now you're almost antisocial just because you have a lot of work that you're doing. You had a lot of major arcanas in your cards. There was like the Tower card for sure. I believe the Devil card was in there. The World card was towards the end. I mean, it was a rough read in a sense where it was a lot of change going on with you, but the message was if you were to just sit still and just be in it and not try to avoid it, there would be a great reward at the end. So let's see. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so I'll do the reading. I'll pull a card from the Soulful Wisdom deck, and then we'll do the Tarot deck. Excuse me. I was so mad at myself, but then I was like, nope, it was probably for a reason, and I'm just sticking with that. It was probably for a reason. But it was such a good reading. You ever have that? You just do something really good and no one's there to witness it. I felt like that's kind of what that was. Okay, let's see. I even forgot. I don't even remember. Oh, I think the card you guys got the last time of this deck here was Disconnect. So we'll see. We'll see if there's any synchronicities. I wonder if I should trust that because I just saw it again. Oh, maybe I didn't. Okay, let me not force it. I'm just gonna chill. What do you have for Leo, July 2019? Leo, July 2000. Okay, we have look up. Look up. Today I use my senses to reveal the truth of what's really going on. Oh, okay. Number 38, acceptance. Then it says, help me to stay grounded in the present and enjoy my life more. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the book says. What number was that? 38. Okay. So it says it's important to be aware of when we're jumping to conclusions about others and making up stories to justify our point of view. Instead of turning up the heat when you're having an argument with someone close to you, try tuning into the sound of their voice. Observe not just what they are saying, but how they're saying it. Instead of assuming a date is confident and that you may not measure up, really look at the other person on the opposite side of the table. What is their body language saying? They may be just as nervous as you are. Connecting with your senses will ground you to what is going on, not just the fears that you have in your head. And again, it says, help me stay grounded in the present and enjoy my life more. Okay. Let's see. What do you have for Leo? July 2019. Message do you have for Leo? July 2019. Oh. Okay. I'm good, but I'm not that good. That was an encyclopedia. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Death card. The Devil card. The Tower card. The Lover's card. I'm gonna take one more. Give me one more. Hangman. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands, the Death card in reverse. All of your major arcana are in reverse. I feel like, okay, let's see here. I feel like you've had conflict with everyone you've come into contact with recently and people that you're close to. And I think that's kind of been alarming for you because you usually, you tend to be a peacemaker, someone that people come to for advice. But right now, that's not the energy given off. You're almost combative. And so you notice it and other people notice it. But I think the reason that's happening is because there's a change that's happening. Maybe it's a karmic change. I mean, with Jupiter still in retrograde, I feel like this change has been happening for a couple of months now, and it's almost to the fact where you can't deny it. I feel like you've been putting it off, but it's like this isn't something you put off. I mean, you can, but it's going to happen eventually. So you have the transformation card, you have the devil card in reverse, and you have the tower card in reverse. So I feel like it may be like you knew you were going through a transformation, but you didn't really want to, so you avoided that. Then you had to pay your debt with karmic relationships, but somehow you avoided that. And then it's like you had a tower moment, but somehow you avoided that. And it's literally like avoidance. Like you see it coming and then you go the other way. Like you could see it up the street and you'd be like, no, I think I'm gonna go around this way. Almost like one of those police roadblocks where they're like a checkpoint and you see them, but then you turn around. But it's coming for you. And I feel like the Lover's card kind of comes after all of this, because I mean the universe wants you to know that this transformation that you're going through, although it may end a lot of things that you hold near and dear to your heart, a lot of relationships, it could even be parental or child relationships, there's something amazing, there's something healthy that comes out of it. And so you almost, with this with the Hangman in reverse, you put yourself in a position to be stagnant to the growth. And yes, it looks ugly, and to you it does, it looks ugly, but the universe is like, I'm just trying to help you, I'm really just trying to give you a better life. And because you don't see that, you're not accepting it. To you yourself, you're happy, but I feel like you're happy based off of the amount of relationships that you have in your life. I have my best friend since elementary. I have coworkers that check on me all the time and we go out to lunch. All of my kids, we stay in communication. All of my past intimate relationships were in good standing. I'm in good standing with, I have good relationships with my parents. I have good relationships with my kids, significant others. My grandkids adore me. I am able to like meet strangers and have good connections with them. And I volunteer, do charity work. To you, you see all of that and it's like, oh, I'm doing good. It's no telling what's underneath this sheet here holding this stuff up. It could be sticks. It could be these same wands. These same wands that are in this could be the bony things holding all of these up, holding all of these relationships up, meaning that it's always been on shaky ground, and the universe is trying to get you out of that to elevate you higher, because right now where you are is in an unbalanced state. You're in an unbalanced state. Let's see. What advice do you have for, yeah, you're choosing, it's definitely a choice, but you're missing out on growth. Look at all this growth. Look at all of that. Like your cups here, like all this stuff you're deeming to be great, it's empty. It's empty. You see the King of Pentacles is draped with vinery and grapes. You know what grapes can turn into? Grapes can be raisins or wine. Or grapes can just be grapes. Like you can do so much with that. All you can do with empty cups are collect dust and talk about them. And it's really just talking about the past. You probably don't even have like present connections with all of these people. I think they may even be like superficial relationships for the most part, but nothing really in depth. And the universe wants you to dig deeper. It wants you to dig deeper because you have the potential to be that high priestess and to make a difference. And you see, she got, not really sure what's in there, but guava? Oh no, I have to look that up. You don't even want to do you. It's like you're dodging. You're trying to dodge the transformation. So you stay away from people. But while you're staying away from people, you're not doing any work. You're not doing the work you need to do to work on you. I almost feel like I'm lecturing to you. Like I think the universe is tired of you not getting it, and your avoidance of it is intentional. It's stressful, and all those relationships you claim to like brag about, they're not even. It's almost like it's those relationships where once you start spot an argument about to start, you just hurry up and get off of the phone, that kind of thing. A little disagreement, it's on shaky ground basically. What is your advice for Leo for July 2019? Self-reflect. Look at it, like pay attention. Pay attention to really what's around you. Like the Queen of Pentacles, she has land but not doing anything with it. You have potential but you're not doing anything with it. You're focused on something that's old, really. It's time to really make those changes. It's time to, so you have the eight of what is that? The Eight of Wands, you have the Queen of Cups, you have the Page of Wands, and you have the Five of Swords. And I think that's, hold on, let me get myself together. I think it's saying you need to be more clear about your communication. And if you become more clear about the things that you say, you'll start to, your relationship, the relationships that are strong will survive. The ones that are weak will fall to the wayside. And then you'll find that once you're honest about your feelings and your communication, there's clarity in it. People will voluntarily walk away. Yes, some feelings will be hurt, but you kind of need that, because say if, I mean, it frees you up for something better. It does. Yes, people will say it's a brand new you and they're acting brand new and all this other stuff, and you haven't changed for years and all of a sudden you want to, but you need that. You need to give a more, you need to have relationships that are a give and take. You give and you're able to receive, and it's something like, it's something worth something. Her cup is bomb. Her cup got jewels on it. It got some extra stuff. Got a cross at the top. Compared to these cups that old buddy have, look at this. Dust collectors. Do something with it. Elevate yourself. Elevate your love. And that goes back to the cup. But in order to do that, you have to be honest. And that's what this card is saying. Today I use my senses to reveal the truth of what's really going on. Like, say it. Because no one else is going to say it. Everyone else is just going to go on about your business, and you might end up being alone anyway. But if you're honest with yourself, you can have like renewed relationships, purposeful relationships. Ooh, excuse me. Relationships that are meant to be in your life. Instead of wasting the 20 years, 35, 15 years that you have on what you feel is status, just off of time spent. You want quality. You want meaning. And you'll only do that by first being honest with yourself. If you practice being honest with yourself, your communication will become more clear. Anything else? Ace of Cups. You got the Ace of Cups. This is what you want. You want relationships where, or just interactions that are bountiful. Like you can give advice. You can really like all the things that you thought they were, they can actually be. You can have the good relationships with your kids, your spouse, your past relationships, your coworkers, strangers. You can have all of that. And they'll be strong because they'll have some type of purpose behind them. And the last one was titled Do Your Work, Do the Work, and it's still, but you got to do the work. Leo. Okay, so we got through this one, and this was a really good message. I feel like it was a little more upbeat too than the last one. So hopefully you like it, and I hope the people that watched the last one come back and actually watches one that has sound. Like it, leave a comment. You can contact me on Instagram at healed_and_open, and I look forward to talking to you.